Hi guys. Okay, so what we will do today is actually we're going to unbox this new deck that I got like a few weeks ago. This is the Wisdom Seekers Tarot by David Fontana. I'm going to show you all 78 cards. Pretty excited because I haven't really used this yet. Okay, so let's get started. And then we'll actually do a fun pick a card reading later on. It's just for fun. So if it didn't or it's not going to resonate with you, it's okay. Just let it fly. We're just going to do it for fun anyway. So yeah, let me actually just pull this out, which is pretty cute. And I think this is the booklet. Hold on, let me just get that for you. Wisdom Seekers Tarot. Let me show it. Yeah, this is the guidebook. So basically, it's explaining more about the major arcana and then the meaning of each card. It's like the Emperor, Hierophant. I believe there's about 78 cards here. Yeah. Especially if you're actually just starting out to learn more about tarot. Okay. So yeah, that's the guidebook. And let me show you the cards now. Put this over here. Wow, the cards are heavy. Man, cards are really heavy. Okay, the first card we have here, the Fool. I love the illustration, by the way. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let me just actually... There we go. Love the illustration. So cool. And the cards are pretty big. They're huge because I'm used to using the, small cards and all that. But yeah, I love the illustration. So that's the first card. Next one, we have the Magician. Okay. And next, we have the High Priestess. Look at that. So beautiful. The purple color. Then we have the Divine Feminine. Very beautiful. I love the illustration of this one. This is the Divine Feminine, the Empress. Beautiful. Then we have the Divine Masculine, the Emperor. Okay. Next we have the Hierophant. The Lovers. It was like, who to choose? Is it the naked lady over there? Or the conservative girl over there? Then we have the Chariot. Alright. Next card, Strength. Death card, Scorpio. Look at that. The head was lopped off. Hermit. Virgo energy. Next one will be the Wheel of Fortune. Judgment. Gorgeous. Look at that angel. Then we have the Justice card, Libra. You have the Hangman, upside down. You have the Temperance. Oops. There we go. The Devil. The Tower. Oh, this is beautiful. I love the illustration of the star. Very peaceful energy. The Moon. Beautiful. Look at the Sun card. The most positive card in the deck. The World. And then we're off to the, this is actually the fire energy now, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Four of Wands, 5, 6, 7, pretty much the same, 8, 9, and then 10. All right. Then we have, okay, what is this? All right, the Princess of Wands. This is like the Page of Wands. Then the Knight of Wands is the Prince of Wands. Okay. You have the Queen of Wands. You have the King of Wands. Look at that. Not Not sure you can see it. There you go. And off to the next one, which is the air energy. So that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, and then 10. 10 of Swords. Beautiful. Okay, let's put that over there. And then this is the Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. Prince of Swords. Queen of Swords. Look at that. She's so powerful. Very strong. Then we have the King of Swords. And then we're off to the water energy. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So we have here Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 4, 5, 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 8, 9 of Cups, and then 10 of Cups. Beautiful. All right. And then, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love the illustration of this one. I love dolphins, by the way. It's so cute. I love this illustration. Look at that dolphin over there. Princess of Cups, which is Page of Cups. So cute. I love it. Then we have the Prince of Cups. And then we have the Queen of Cups. And then King of Cups. All right. And finally, we have the Earth energy now, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So Ace, 2, 3, 4 Pentacles, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. And then we have here Princess of Pentacles with the deer in the background. Not sure you can see it. Okay, there we go. And then we have Prince of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and finally we have the King of Pentacles. So that's a total of 78 cards. So what I can say is that I love the illustrations definitely of these cards. Although they're really huge, to be quite honest. Yeah, they're actually really, really huge, and I don't know if I'm going to have an easy time shuffling all of these cards because they're really huge. I'm not used to it. But in terms of the quality of the cards, I really love it. It's very colorful, like, you know, for the water signs, it's mostly like blue, right? Emotion. So for fire signs, it's really fiery red and all that. I love how colorful the cards are. I love the illustration and the quality as well of the cards because they're so good. You know, they're actually very thick. Yeah, they're actually really thick. Let me show you some of my cards to explain to you because, for instance, this card over here, the Witch's Tarot, it's actually easy to shuffle it. Very light, actually. But this one is kind of huge. Yeah, it's really huge. It's really heavy. So, yeah. But all in all, I love the illustration, definitely. And it's so cute. It's like, you know, like a fairy tale. I love it. But let's see. Let's try to shuffle it because we're going to do a short pick a card reading right now just for fun. Again, if it's not going to resonate with you, it's okay. And I do shuffling real time instead of just picking out the cards. So you can just really see that I do it like real time, you know, real time shuffling. It might, you know, take some time definitely. So if you're in a hurry or you can't wait, you can simply just skip it or fast forward it. I'm going to leave the timestamps. All right. And by the way, the pick a card that we're going to do is just, let me check. How about this? Think of a person, all right? Think of a person, whether that's your crush or significant other, whatever that is. Let's see. Let's find out. What do they like a lot about you? What do they find attractive about you? How about that? And we're going to do just 2 choices or 2 piles. Probably 6 cards per pile. Okay. I'm just going to shuffle it because we want to make sure that, yeah, that we were able to shuffle the cards properly. Again, if you get weight, just skip it. Honestly, it's kind of hard to shuffle, to shuffle the cards because they're really huge and they're kind of sticky too, but yeah. Oh my God. Cards are flying out. All right, a few more shuffles and then we'll get started. I'll show you the choices. We'll get 2 crystals. All right. But they're nice, really. They're nice. Cards are actually very nice. Okay. All right. Okay. There you go. All right. So, for the crystal, let's see. How about this one? This is going to be for pile number 1. This is actually the Chrysocolla crystal, which is actually for integrity and communication. So, you can pause the video if you want to focus on the crystal. So that's for pile number 1, and then pile number 2 will have the green aventurine. Okay, so all right, there you go. Pile number 1 and then pile number 2. And the question is, what do they find so attractive about you? What do they like a lot about you? All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna pause the video. We'll get started with pile number 1. Okay, so pile number 1 people, one who chose the Chrysocolla, let's find out, what does your person like a lot about you? All right, let's get started. Spirit, what does the person of pile number 1 like a lot about them? Does the person of pile number 1 like a lot about them? All right, so the first card that popped out is the Fool. I know you can't see the cards, but yeah, you can't see the cards actually, but yeah. I'll just show it one by one. All right. So what does the person of pile number 1 like a lot about them? What do they find attractive about pile number 1 people? Wow, that's a lot. It's kind of hard to shuffle it, It's big. What does the person of pile number 1 like a lot about them, Spirit? Okay, there you go. Next card, we have the Hierophant. All right. Then we have the World card. Wow. A lot of major arcanas here. That's awesome. All right, so Spirit. Oh, we'll get 3 more. Spirit, what does the person of pile number 1 like a lot about them? There you go. We have the 8 of Swords. Okay. I know you can't see it, but I'll just, show it later on. You don't have much space. What does the person of pile number 1 like a lot about them? What do they find attractive? Oh my gosh, a lot of Empress. Beautiful. Okay. And the last card, please. Wow. What does the person of pile number 1 likes a lot about them? What does the person of pile number 1 likes a lot about them? Spirit, please. Just 1 more card. Okay. Chariot. I can't believe this. There's a lot of major arcanas on this pile. Whoever chose pile number 1, wow. This is awesome. Okay. I know you can't see the cards, but yeah, let me just show it to you. So what I can see here definitely is that there is a possibility that you can be either, there's Taurus in your chart, there's also Aries in your chart, or Libra, or Cancer, okay? It doesn't have to be, but those are just actually the energies. So what do they find attractive about you? Whoever you are watching this pile, wow, you must be really something, okay? Because majority of the cards that popped out are actually major arcanas, okay? So first is the Fool. What do they like a lot about you? The Fool talks about someone who's very free spirited. So they like that a lot about you. You're the type of person who's like, very, not really like happy go lucky, but you're very free spirited. You're the type of person who goes for the next adventure, like, you're looking forward for the next big thing, and look at the Fool, right? He doesn't know that he's just about to fall out. And the dog was like, no, you're going to fall. No. But you're like, you're just really like, you don't care. Like, you live in the present moment is also what I'm hearing right now. You're the type of person who lives in the present moment. You enjoy every moment. You're very free-spirited, again, very adventurous is also what I'm seeing here. So that's what they like a lot about you. Okay, you're after the next big thing. And you could also be someone who loves the outdoors, who loves to travel and all that. Okay. The next card we have, the Hierophant. Hierophant talks about also some order, okay? Some strict rules sometimes. Sometimes the negative aspect of this could be you can be stubborn, you're like the type of person who goes by the book or by the rules and all that. But what I can also sense here, the person you're inquiring about, what do they like about you, is that you're actually someone who's also very disciplined, is what I'm hearing right now. You're very disciplined. You can also be very spiritual in a way, or religious, okay? You have this order. You have this disciplined nature about you, okay? You can also be somebody who's very committed in terms of relationships, okay? That's what they love about you. They see you also as the world. Again, another major arcana. My gosh, whoever you are watching this, you are something, okay? They see you as the world because you have almost everything, okay? You are like the completion. The world talks about completion. It's a cycle. So what I can sense here is that you have a lot of sides in you that they really like. You're not boring. You have a lot of sides in you. They also probably, could put you up in a pedestal because they look up to you. They have a lot of respect for you. You could be a very mature person, There's something about you. You could be somebody who's wise, full of knowledge is what I'm hearing right now. Although you have the Fool energy, which is kind of like, like very free-spirited, very kind of like immature. But you have that youthful spirit about you, but you're actually also very wise. You know a lot. And you have a lot of sides in you that they really love, okay? You must be a very, very intelligent person. There's a lot of creativity about you. And they just put you up in a pedestal. They think so highly of you, I tell you, whoever you are. Then the next card, we have the Eight of Swords, okay? So the Eight of Swords is somebody, though, who could be trapped and, like, you have this anxiety about you. Like, there's mental, thing. You can also be, if you're actually not a Libra, you have this air energy around you, or in your chart, either Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. You're very intellectual, just like what I said. But sometimes, you could be someone who's actually thinking a lot, and you put yourself in a situation where you're trapped by your own fears or your own mental conflicts, okay? That's the only downside, but they find it attractive that you're actually the type of person who's actually thinks a lot. You're very intellectual. You have a lot of creativities about you. You actually have a lot of intellect, basically, is what I'm, seeing here. You're a very intelligent person, okay, whoever you are. Wow, you have a lot of ideas. There you go. I was trying to search for the right word, but you have a lot of ideas in your head that sometimes, though, it's like you are distracted by so many things. Like, there's something like there's so many things swimming around your head, ideas or topics or whatever. But yeah, they find it attractive about you. The only downside is that sometimes you can have this, conflict in your head. It could be overthinking sometimes. But yeah, they like it because in such a way that you have a lot of ideas. You're very intelligent. You're very wise. You could be somebody as well who loves to debate, or some debates who love to discuss a lot of topics. You have this a lot of creativity. I don't know. I keep on saying creativity. You have a lot of creativity around you or about you. This pile is so awesome. I've never seen anything like this. Like all of them are like almost major arcanas. Okay, the next card we have here, the Empress. So again, I have this feeling that this person actually puts you up in a pedestal. They really think so highly of you. The Empress talks about somebody who's actually very graceful, who's very elegant, who is very abundant. Look at her, how abundant she is, right? She is the type of person, she's the Empress. She's not just the queen. We're talking about the Empress. Okay, you have everything about you. You're very abundant. You're probably a very independent person. It's like you have everything about you. That's why probably it's the world, right? Next to it, I mean, it's like they're putting you up in the pedestal. Whoever it is that you're inquiring about, you know, your person really looks up to you because they really think of you so highly. They think that you're actually the catch and that you're actually very, very beautiful. If you're actually a guy watching this, then that's the same. There's something very admirable about you. Now, if you're a woman watching this, wow, you must be very beautiful. They like you a lot. They like how kind you are. You have this caring and gentle, very, I don't know why I'm hearing the word alluring. Alluring person. Okay. Alluring person, and you are very nurturing, very caring type of a person. So yeah, on top of you being so intelligent, because I could really sense that you're an intelligent person, you have a lot of ideas, a lot of discussion, like topics that you can put out there. You're never boring. You know, you're also this very very graceful type of a person, very caring and loving. And they could also, if you're a woman watching this, they also see you as somebody that they wanted to be the mother of their kids. Okay, because also Empress talks about fertility, right? So yeah, they really look up to you in a very, you know, respectful manner. Respectful, and at the same time, they just adore you. Like, you know, they totally adore you. They see you as a type of a person who possesses the chariot energy. So this could also be a Cancer if you're also dealing with a Cancer. Doesn't have to be, but what I can sense on this card is that you're the type of person who actually knows what you know, what he or she wants. You're a type of person, like, you're not wishy-washy. You're actually not confused. You are a leader for some reason. Maybe that's why the Hierophant is here, because this is actually a leadership type of role. Okay. So yeah, you actually know what you want in life. You go for what you want. You're ambitious. Okay. You're very ambitious, and you have this controlled, you know, personality. Like, again, you're not actually wishy-washy in such a way. When you want something, you're gonna go for it. But sometimes those ideas can be conflicting, you know, like sometimes because you have a lot of ideas, you don't know which one to prioritize. But most of the time, you're the type of person who's very controlled. You're very focused. You know what you want. And it's all about, actually, Chariot is all about movement. So you are actually the person of action. Okay? When you want something, you're going to go for it. You're a person of action. You progress. You're a progressive type of person. Wow. Honestly, this pile number 1, you guys are awesome. I don't know who you are. But tell me, you know, in case you watched this, let me know if it resonated with you, because this is really interesting. It's really interesting because majority of the cards are major arcanas, and actually you saw me shuffle the cards, right? That's why I do real-time shuffling, so that you can see that I'm really shuffling all the cards and I didn't pick it up. Okay, but anyway, that's it for pile number 1. That was totally awesome. If it didn't resonate with you, it's okay. All right, just, you know, we're just doing this for fun anyway. All right, but I love pile number 1. Definitely, I love it. Your energy is awesome. You're very, very yeah, you're very special. Whoever you are, gosh, you have almost everything. This person really puts you in a pedestal, really. Okay, so let's proceed now to pile number 2 for those who actually chose the green aventurine. I'm gonna pause the video real quick and I'm gonna shuffle the cards. Hold on. Okay, so for pile number 2 people who actually picked the green aventurine. Beautiful. Stone of opportunity, huh? Let's get it on. What does your person like a lot about you? What do they find so attractive about you? Let's find out. Spirit, what does the person of pile number 2 like a lot about them? What do they find attractive? Okay, a lot of cards falling out, but I'm going to take the first 2. The first card that popped out is the 3 of Wands. I know you can't see the cards that much, but I'll show it later on. Then we have the 7 of Wands. Fiery energy, huh? Alright, so what does a person of pile number 2 like a lot about them? We have the Judgment. Okay. 3 more cards. Spirit, what does the person of pile number 2 likes a lot about them? Next card we have the Hermit. Alright. Okay. 2 more. Spirit, what does the person of pile number 2 likes a lot about them? The cards are flying out for some reason. What does the person of pile number 2 likes a lot about them? 2 more cards, please. It's kind of hard to shuffle the cards, to be quite honest, because they're huge, really. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so we have the 8 of Cups. And the last card, we do have 5 of Cups. All right, so what does your person like a lot about you? Okay. Okay. Let me just push those cards over there. I know you can't see it that much, but I'm just going to show it anyway. So what I can see here, in terms of the signs or the energy, if it's not really your sign, sun, moon, and rising, either the person you're inquiring about or it's you, the viewer, who has the fire energy. So that's Aries, Sagittarius, and also Leo. Or you could also be, you might have a Virgo in your chart, as well as a water sign. So that's Scorpio, Cancer, and then Pisces. Okay. So what does your person likes a lot about you? Okay. What do they like about you? You are actually a person of vision. You know, you have you're a strategic type of a person. You have this plans. You have this visions, you know. 3 of Wands talks about that. Another meaning of 3 of Wands, you can also be dealing with someone, or you can be from another country. And then the other person you're inquiring about is also from overseas, because 3 of Wands also talks about overseas, all right? But doesn't have to be. I'm just actually mentioning that. But definitely you're somebody who's actually very much the strategic type of a person. You have long-term plans, and everything is like, you know, you try to envision it. You're a visionary, basically. You're a visionary. That's what they like a lot about you, okay? What they also like about you is that you possess the 7 of Wands energy. 7 of Wands talks about defense, though, okay? But I'm not seeing it in a negative way. What I could sense here is that you're a type of person who's very protective as well. You're protective of the people around you, of your space as well. And because you have a good judgment of character, you're the type of person, you're not judgmental, but you do have a good judgment of character, meaning to say you actually know who's the right person to, you know, to the right person, or the person to avoid, or, you know, you just have this really great judgment in terms of characters, like a psychologist. You know who it is that you need to defend yourself from, okay, or to protect your space from. And you're also the type of person who knows how to, to analyze, a person's character. You're very wise in terms of that, okay? So that's what they actually like a lot about you. You can also be a type of person who's non-judgmental. That's another scenario here. You're non-judgmental, so basically you accept people for who they are, and you try to protect the people, whether that's a family member or your friends. You're very protective of your loved ones. That's another scenario here. Another thing is that you are the hermit, okay? So that's a Virgo energy. Hermit talks about somebody who's full of wisdom, who goes inwards. So you can be the type of a person who actually goes inwards. Especially what I can sense in here is that when you are actually hurt, or when you're actually in a situation where everything is going bad, or something happened that is not good, you try to find yourself like a break from everybody else, like, solitude, a time for solitude, to go inwards, to reflect. So you're the type of person who loves to think as well. You're a very intellectual type of a person. And before you make a decision, you actually go inward first. You try to, feel, or not just feel, but, make a sense of things. You're very intellectual is what I'm actually hearing right now. You're very intellectual. You're full of wisdom. You love to learn new things. You're like an old soul for some reason. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you're like an old soul because, you love to plan things. You're a planner. You could also be really a Virgo, because Virgos are like that, actually, or you might have Virgo in your chart if you're not a Virgo sun sign. But definitely you are actually very practical. Before you actually do something or commit to something, you're the type of person who want to make sure that you've thought of that first. You're going to go inwards. You're going to spend some time alone to think about it first, okay? And you listen so much to your own personal, or your inner wisdom, your personal truth, and your intuition, okay? So you can also be a very intuitive type of a person. I see as well that you are actually, I don't know, but you could be somebody as well who loves to travel. I don't know. I'm hearing that. Like, you're the type of person who loves to travel. You're the type of person who actually loves nature, going out, either camping or hiking. You love nature so much. I don't know. I keep on, sensing that. But you're a very wise person. I don't know why I keep on saying like you're an old soul. Sometimes when I read the cards, I don't base it on the meaning of the cards. I sometimes feel it as a clairsentient, okay? But I could really sense that you're actually a very wise person. You're very knowledgeable. You're very calm and collected. You're not the type of person who's very, like brash, or, you don't like conflicts, actually. And whenever you go through something that is very difficult, you make sure that you actually try to isolate yourself from the rest of the people to recharge and to think about things. And you are the type of person who doesn't like drama as well. You walk away from people that doesn't have good energy about them. That's why earlier when I said you have this really good judgment of character, a person like that who knows how to analyze somebody, who knows who to let into their life or who to avoid. You're that type of person, you have a really good judgment of character. And if you actually encounter somebody who likes drama or very toxic, you try to walk away from that. You don't deal with drama. You're a type of person who's very reserved, is also what I'm sensing here. You're a reserved type of person. You don't like drama. You're very mature, is also what I'm sensing here on this pile. Very mature. And you're also very protective of the people even protective of the underdogs is also what I'm seeing. Okay? But you can also, what they like about you, because of those characters that that we mentioned here about you, having that good judgment of character, being very protective, being very strategic. You love to plan. You're not the type of person who's very impulsive. You just, you're a type of person who thinks about it first. You think hard, you think deeply, you try to take your time. There you go. Very patient person is also what I'm sensing here. You're a very patient type of person. And before you make a decision, you have to be 100% sure first. Because you've gone, inwards, you've contemplated about it, and once you're ready, then you're gonna, set out with your plan and all that. That's what your person likes a lot about you. You have this very wise and very reserved energy, is what I'm really sensing. For some reason, I could sense your energy. You're very reserved, very strategic. I'm sorry, I'm just keep on going, I'm just hearing some messages and all that. But yeah, you're very patient as well. Very mature, like an old soul, okay? The last card we have here, the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups talks about sadness as well, or like a lot of regrets, a lot of disappointment, okay? But I don't think you're like that. You could be a person that's very melancholic, though, okay? I don't know, for some reason, that's how I can interpret the cards, okay? But if you're just going to focus on the card itself, like the meaning of Five of Cups talks about disappointments, sorrow, regret, and all that. But I don't think that you're that type of a person, although I could sense you're very melancholic. You have a lot of emotions about you, though, You are very in tune with your emotions because we can see a lot of blue here, if you notice. A lot of blue. So you're very in tune with your emotions. You're very emotionally mature, okay? Maybe you're the type of person, you're emotional, is also what I'm saying. Emotional, but emotionally mature. You're in check. You keep check of your emotions, all right? And what I can sense here is that if there were a lot of things that happen in your life that are, unpleasant or that disappointed you, you tend to seek solitude, think about it, think hard about it, and then you walk away from it. If it's no longer serving you, you're going to walk away from it because you're trying to protect your space. You're that type of a person. Very quiet energy, like a Virgo, really like a Virgo energy here. This is, awesome. I love this energy in such a way that it's very wise, very knowledgeable. I could really feel your energy for some reason. You're a very knowledgeable person. You could be the person who loves to meditate for some reason. I won't be surprised if you're actually meditating or you're going to the nature to meditate. This is really cute. But yeah, you have that about you. You're actually also, I don't think you're a judgmental type of a person, but you have a good judgment, on character, because it could be that you've met a lot of people in your lifetime. I don't know how young or old you are, but you definitely have this old wise soul. Yeah, I love the reading today. Pile number 1 and pile number 2, they're all great. So yeah, that's all I can say about pile number 2. I love your energy, definitely. And you're very strategic, okay? You're very intellectual, Yeah. Visionary. It's like you have a lot of dreams, like you plan them out. You actually a dreamer as well, like you imagine it, playing out and before you actually take action, because you're very cautious as well. You're very cautious. Okay, so I think that's it. I hope that resonated with you. If it didn't, let it fly, okay? We're just doing this basically for fun. But I totally had fun doing this, this pick a card reading. And I love the decks of the Wisdom Seekers Tarot, okay? And yeah, it's just hard to shuffle it, actually, because it's so big. It's so big, really. Like, oh gosh, look at that. Yeah, but both choices were awesome. I love both choices. The first one was like all of them were like major arcana. So whoever's watching, let me know. You can just, feel free to leave a comment if you want, but if not, it's okay. This is just for fun anyway. But I totally had fun doing this pick a card reading and also showing you the beautiful cards, the illustrations and all that. I love it so much. Okay, so that's about it. I wish you all a blessed weekend because it's Sunday over here in Manila. So yeah, I better get going. All right, I'll see you on the next unboxing. Okay, bye. Love and light, everyone.